Hi, welcome to today's hip opening class. We start with a seated meditation and end with some Ujjayi Pranayama, and I hope that you really enjoy this class and receive a lot of benefits from the hip opening aspect. Thank you. Namaste. We'll just take a moment to bring ourselves into the practice. From your seated position, just close your eyes gently. And just start to observe your breathing. Just watching with awareness the inhalation and the exhalation. And then bring your attention to the top of your head. And slowly just scan your awareness through your body, starting at the top of the head, moving down through the crown, through the skull, through your forehead, the eyes, the nose, the cheeks, the ears, the lips, the chin, the neck. And keep moving down the shoulders, the breastbone, the spine, your upper back, the arm, all the way down from the tops of the arms, the elbows, to the wrists, to the fingers. And keep moving down through the torso, picking it up at the heart center, the ribs, all the way down to the base of the spine, the pelvis, the sacrum, the hips, the legs in the hips. And starting at the upper legs, moving down to the knees, through the lower limbs, to the ankles, the feet, the toes. Just moving the awareness through the body, scanning each part, each piece. Just observing how you feel today, observing where you're holding tension, observing where you can release. Not trying to release, but just looking at each spot. Without trying to change anything, just your gaze, your inner awareness, your inner looking will shift all these physical, psychological, emotional things within yourself. It's all connected, each body, each kosha or sheath integrates with the other. When we turn our gaze inward, these little shifts start to happen. So deepening the breath. And bringing yourself back into the room. You can gently open your eyes. And as you feel ready, coming up to standing position. We'll bring our heels and toes together. Pick our toes up, spread them out nice and wide. Really root through the big toe mound and the baby toe mound, the inside of the heel and the outside edge of the heel. And we'll bring our hands to the heart center, Namaste, prayer position. Feel the center of your thighs pressing back, and then the upper shelf of your buttocks, the top part of your bum lengthening down so that the lower belly comes in, and there's a strengthening, a tightening through the abdomen. We'll just chant Om to begin today, inhaling deep. Exhale, lowering the hands. We'll start with the Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, lifting the palms, looking up, lifting the heart. Exhale, folding forward here. Just relaxing as you fold. Make it a little longer. We'll take a few breaths here, just lengthening over the legs. Feel free to bend the knees. Release the low back, and then slowly straighten the legs again. And one more time, just bend the knees a little. See how that releases everything through the hips, the buttocks, the lower lumbar area, and then straighten the knees again. And then we'll inhale, lift the gaze, look up. And then exhale. Let's come back to the high plank. We'll just hold here at the high plank, extending the chest forward. We'll just see what we can do here, holding for 5 breaths, making the legs nice and strong. Trying to draw the shoulders back, away from the ears, the shoulder blades together. Pulling the belly in. Just holding in this nice high plank position. Strengthening everything. And then exhale, lowering down. Either inhale to the cobra, leaving the ribs on the floor, pulling the shoulders back. Or you can lift into your upward dog as you feel. And then exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Spreading the fingers, spreading the toes. Nice, deep, full breaths. 1. And feel the upper outer edges of the arms. Roll, opening down towards the mat. 2. So they're firming in and down. 3, 4, and 5. With the inhale, walk or hop the feet forward. Find that little extra bit of length at the end, even if you need to bend your knees to do so. And then exhale, relax the legs. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms come together. And exhale, back to standing. Once again. Inhale. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, find length. Exhale, step or hop the feet back. Establish your high plank. Hold here again. We'll just hold for some nice deep breaths, pulling the belly in, pushing back through the heels, also pulling the shoulders. So you don't want this action. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears while keeping your legs firm and strong and your belly in. So just place the knees on the floor and then bring the elbows beside the rib cage as you lower the chest down. Feel what that's like. And then press through the feet and lift into your upward facing dog. Or cobra. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. And breathe here. 1. That's always an option to bring the knees down and lower gradually like that from a Chaturanga position or a high plank, a Chaturanga Dandasana. 3, 4, try to relax your neck. If you need to move your head a little, forward or backwards or left or right. Sometimes it can help to release the neck muscles a little bit. And 5. Inhale, walk or hop the feet forward. Find length. Exhale, relax to the left. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, back to standing. One more time. Inhale. Exhale as you fold. Inhale. Exhale, step or hop the feet back and lower it any way you like. Inhale, as long as it's controlled. Exhale back to your downward dog. And breathe one. Try to really pull your lower belly in the downward dog. So you're hollowing and firming in the lower abdomen. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, walk or hop the feet forward. Find that length. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. And exhale back, Samasthiti. Bending the knees. Inhale, hold Utkatasana here. 5 breaths. 1, deepening the bend in the knees. 2, lifting the heart, opening the chest, pulling the shoulders down away from the ears. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, head up. Exhale, step or hop your feet back and lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lunge the right foot forward. Inhale, come all the way up. We'll hold the warrior one position. Again, 5 breaths here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I always like to get a little deeper hip opening when I can. So let's come into this runner stretch. Lifting the back heel, turning onto the tops of the feet, holding 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're just going to try and lift the arms and hold here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pressing the hands down, step back. Exhale to lower. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Lunge your left foot forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Holding 5 breaths in Virabhadrasana A, warrior 1. 1, 2, really lifting the heart, feeling the arms wrapping around from the back all the way up. 3, 4, 5. And then lifting the heel, coming into a little deeper lunge, holding here. 1, 2, 3, strong back leg. 4, 5. And then lift the chest, opening, looking up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bringing the hands down, planting them, stepping back. Exhale to lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathing here. 1, 2, 3, strong legs. Try to lift your kneecaps to engage the thighs. 4, 5. Inhale, walk or hop the feet forward. Exhale, fold to the legs. Bend the knees here. Inhale, come all the way up. Lift the heart. Exhale, back to standing. Once again, deep bend. Inhale, look to Utkatasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, back and lower down. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Lunge forward with the right foot. Inhale, come all the way up. Lunging deep into that right leg, holding again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can deepen the lunge, either leaving the arms up or bringing them down to the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then lower the knee to the floor. You can relax the toes of the back foot and deepen a little more. The hands can come down if you want, or you can leave them up. Maybe add a little arch backwards. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring the hands to the inside of the foot here. And if you'd like, you can come down to the elbows. We'll breathe. Deep breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tuck the back toes under, lift that back knee off the floor, and then start to roll onto the outside edge of that front leg. Just let your front knee open out to the side a little. It won't open too much because your back knee is off the floor. But just start to feel a little bit of rotation deep in the hip joint in that external kind of way. And then bring the knee back into the center. Line everything up towards the midline. Bring your right hand to the outside edge of that right foot. And then exhale back and lower down. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale to the downward facing dog. Lunge that left foot forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Warrior 1, 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then lift the back heel, coming into a deep lunge. Again, 1, the hands can stay up. You can bring them down to the front knee. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then lowering the back knee down. You're still in this nice deep lunge. The hands can either stay on the knee or lifting them up, arching them back a little, getting a bit more length through the front. 3, 4, 5. And then bring the hands down to the inside of your left foot. And you can either stay there or come even further onto the elbows. 1, 2, 3. Try to keep the knee in line with the ankle to start with here. 4 and 5. And then lift that back knee, pressing into the ball of your right foot or the metatarsal. And then slowly start to open. You can even come up to the hands for a little more support if you want. So you're letting that left foot move to the outside edge. And you're just starting to let the knee open out to the side. You can't really see, but I think you get the idea. Same as the other side. But you're controlling that range of motion. You can stay on the elbows if you want. Not a problem. And then bringing it back to center, lining it up into the midline, bringing the hands on either side of the foot. And then step back. Exhale to lower down. Inhale, lift, open the chest, upward dog. Exhale, back to your downward facing dog. We'll breathe 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, walk or hop feet forward. Find that length. Exhale, fold to the legs. Bending the knees. Inhale all the way up. And exhale back, Samasthiti. Gonna open the feet out to the side. Turn the right foot out. Now to start with today, let's try to keep the hips, not the hands, the hips in a straight line. So we're trying to stack this left hip directly over the right hip. So as we move into Trikonasana or triangle, try not to let your hip pop out to the side. So you can see there's a way you can kind of stick your butt out and you move deeper into the posture. But we're gonna try and keep our butts in so that we're bringing the stretch really into the side of the hip. As if your body's being pressed here firmly between two walls. And you really won't be able to go quite as deep. You can bend your right knee a little for a little extra support to keep the right leg turning out directly to the side. And you can probably bring the hand down a little bit. But you're gonna feel, you should be feeling a very intense stretch through the side part of the hip. When you don't let the bum stick out, it brings the stretch into a very different area. If you're having trouble figuring out if you're letting the bum stick out, you can bring your left hand to your sacrum or to the upper shelf of that left buttocks and push it in, push it down. Good, inhale, come up, and then we'll try the other side. Turn the left foot out. Again, you can bend that left knee slightly and watch, you start to kind of stick the bum out right from the very start of this posture. So you really have to make a very, very conscious effort not to do that. To try not to avoid that side stretch through the hips. So keeping the sacrum in, keeping the bum down, and moving laterally. This is supposed to be a lateral stretch. We're getting through the side, through the hip and the side body. But when you let your bum stick out, it turns more into a forward fold than a lateral stretch. So we really want to just spend a little bit of time here feeling a very ugly sensation through the side body. But ultimately, it should feel really nice because it's getting into an area that we don't normally access when we practice. So now we'll come back up, inhaling. We'll turn the feet out again. Again, you can slightly bend that knee to try and keep that right leg turned out. And then we'll really stretch out to the side. And this time you can go a little further, and it's okay if the bum sticks out a little bit. You can work your way into Trikonasana or triangle position, into whatever fuller version you feel like doing. And you'll notice how it's a very different posture all of a sudden. Breathing here, one more breath, and then inhale to come up. And again, turn the left foot out, bend that knee a little, rotate the left leg and the left hip, and then straighten the leg back so that the knee is staying aligned over the right ankle, following the direction of the foot out to the side. And then moving into a little deeper Trikonasana position, not being as vigilant about keeping the hip down and the bum in, but probably doing that first variation has informed you a little bit more about the posture. And inhale to come all the way up. Let's pivot, and we'll do this nice twist. The B position, Parivrtta Trikonasana, bringing the hand down to the opposite side of the right foot. Try to keep the hips square, so press equally through both feet. And then opening the chest, looking up to the thumb. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, come all the way up. And again, pivoting around, squaring the hips over the left leg. This is a forward fold here. So we're folding forward, but we're trying to keep equal weight through the hips, through the legs, through the feet. And then the twist is coming from the upper body. We're establishing that steadiness and that stability through the legs and the hips. 4 and 5. Inhale, come all the way up. We're just going to take the feet a little wider. Turn the right foot out, bend into that right knee, coming into a warrior 2 position. Let's hold here. Try to keep the belly in, the bum down. This left leg nice and straight. 4, 5. We'll bring the elbow to the knee. And again, this nice deep lateral stretch. We're trying to open the chest up towards the ceiling, keeping the body in a really nice straight line here. Pressing into the outside edge of that left foot. And then let's slide the hand down the front to the front of the foot. Good, and bend a little deeper. And try and use your right shoulder to keep that knee opening over top of the right foot, the right ankle. And at the same time, the right sit bone is dropping down towards the floor. Good, 5, inhale to come up. Left side, warrior 2. You'll notice as soon as you bend that knee, the tendency is to let the knee come forward. You really want to turn the leg out in the hip. The nice deep bend. Keep the knee aligned over the ankle. Moving over the center part of the foot. Good. Right leg nice and strong. Equally balanced between the 2 feet. Good. 5. And then bringing the elbow to the knee. And just getting this nice opening through the chest. Really twist and open the rib cage up while keeping the knee in position over the ankle. Good, and stretching, pressing through the outside edge of your right foot, reaching the fingertips out and away. So you're making a beautiful diagonal line through the body. And then bending a little deeper, bring that right hand to the front of the foot. Press into the knee to open that left leg a little bit deeper into the hip. And drop the left sit bone down towards the floor, towards your right heel. 4 and 5. Inhale to come all the way up. And we'll do the twisted variation. So bending nice and deep into that right knee. Again, both hip bones are coming forward here. So this is, again, is a forward fold over your right leg. So bringing the torso over the right leg, you need to cross the left arm. A couple of different variations for you. You can press the hands together. You could try and take that left arm back and find a bind through the legs around the back to open the chest. Or you could take the hand down to the floor for a slightly different variation. This is your Ashtanga variation. This is, I don't know, your Vinyasa variation. This is your maybe beginner variation. Good, inhale all the way up. Pivot around, square the hips over the left leg. And then it's a forward fold. You need to bring both sides of the body equally forward. And then move into the twist. Really working the back of the right arm against the outside edge of the left leg. Try to press into the back foot. You want a nice strong back leg. And then whatever variation you feel like exploring today is wonderful. Trying to really open the chest in all of those variations. Remember, it's a nice deep twist. So you're trying to move the rib cage past the thigh and really lift and open the heart up towards the ceiling. Good. And then inhale to come all the way up. We'll exhale back to Samasthiti, standing at the front of the mat. Good. Let's take a vinyasa. Inhale, lift the palms, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, step or hop the feet back and lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Good. And then inhale, walk or hop the feet through. We're gonna line our right leg. Start with the right side. So you're lining the shin up so it becomes parallel with your mat. So you kind of have to open your body out to the side. Then you're gonna slide your left hand underneath and pull out the fleshy part of your thigh. And lie your IT band, the side of your right thigh flat on the floor. Your knee, your ankle is flexed. You can see my body here is really kind of leaning over to the side. And then I'm going to shift my weight and come forward as I move that left leg back. And then just working that left hip down. And I haven't moved my leg. So the leg is in the exact same position as it was. All that's happened is the hips have shifted. And now you can lie forward. So that's honestly the key, is setting up this front leg, making a nice, beautiful 90-degree angle. And then you're just keeping the leg there and shifting the weight. Bringing the body forward and hanging out here. This nice pigeon position, if you can, relaxing the head down. And if it's too easy, you can always move the foot a little bit more into the center line. So you're trying to keep the foot flexed, but you're just opening the angle a little bit and bringing the foot down more towards the center line or towards your sternum. But that's only if you're not feeling anything, any kind of sensation in that first position. And try and just hold and release here. Take deep, full breaths. If you'd like to kind of deepen this position a little bit more, you can start to work your left elbow across towards your right knee. So it's going to line up with your right knee or cross over the right knee, and then press the hands together in this prayer position. You're using the top hand to really press and open the chest so that you're twisting and looking up towards the ceiling and breathing nice and deep. Your right ankle is still flexing. It just creates another interesting sensation, adding that twist. When you're ready, coming back to the center, take a few more breaths here, relaxing, releasing. And then inhale to come up. And we'll just take that front leg back to the downward dog. You can give it a little walk through the feet. And then bring the left foot forward. Lift the right knee up so the right foot's flat to the floor. We'll set it up on the left side. So creating this 90-degree angle. Slide the right hand through, pull out the meaty part of the thigh. So the whole side of your left leg can lie flat on the floor. The left ankle is flexed. You're just hanging out here. It should feel fairly comfortable. You're really leaning over to the left side. Now keeping your left leg in exactly this position, you're not moving anything. All you're doing is shifting your weight forward, moving your chest forward, and sending your right leg back, and then dropping the right hip down towards the floor. So you don't need to move your front leg at all. It just stays in this position. You can keep the body up if you can bring that right hip down, or what's better and more comfortable is to come down to the elbows or bring the head down to the floor and relax and release here and breathe. Again, if you want to deepen this angle a little, you're walking the foot towards the center line of the body And you open the knee out to the side so it becomes a bit more like that second series position, Ekapada Sukhasana, where you would start to bring the head down to the foot, and one day the head would be under the foot. Not in this position, but standing up or sitting down or on your side or lying back. This is just a nice preparation for all of those beautiful openings that come in second and third series. So try to release, relax, take deep full breaths. Move your awareness into the sensation of the hip, of that opening, and observe just the sensation without trying to judge it or label it. Just watch it change. Change. Move. If you'd like to do a twist here, we'll twist to the other side. So again, working your, got a nice back crack there. Right elbow across and press the hands together. And then twist and look up and breathe. Always try and pull the shoulders down away from the ears. While you're twisting, try to pull your lower belly in towards your spine. See how that changes the twist or the sensation you're feeling. And when you've had enough twisting, coming back to the center. Just a couple more breaths here. Try to relax the head, the neck, the shoulders. Good. And then coming up and tucking the toes under, stepping the feet back, and just walking through the feet, relaxing and releasing the legs and the hips. And then walk or hop the feet through. Extend the legs out in front. Let's cross your right knee over top of the left knee here. So you're trying to line one knee on top of the other and the sit bones on the floor. You can pull the feet in by your hip bones here. So you're in sort of a Gomukhasana position. In the Ashtanga second series, we tend to do Gomukhasana like this, where you bring your heels together behind you. You can see there. And then with the heels together, you're sitting up on the legs. But in other types of traditions, Gomukhasana happens with the feet beside the hips, like this on the floor, sitting up nice and tall. Sometimes you have to kind of tuck your calf underneath you, otherwise it gets stuck. I like to hold my feet and then exhale. Let's just fold forward here. You can bring the head either down to the knees or maybe the chin down to the front knee. You're just folding over that front leg, compressing the legs together, and trying to relax and breathe wherever you can. And sometimes you're kind of stuck up here. Just relax and breathe, and keep trying to pull the shoulders away from the ears. So you're getting a nice stretch through the neck. Good. And then inhale to come up. Let's lift our right arm up. We'll wrap the left arm underneath so that the elbows are coming into a line. These are arms like Vinyasa in second series. Sometimes this is like a goddess posture. You're going to pull the elbows away from you and start to lift the arms up. So it looks like this from the side. You're just lifting the chest, looking up. Nice deep full breaths. 4, stretching through the shoulders in the back. 5, and then we'll release the arms there. Now we'll lift our right arm up And drop the right hand down the back. You can take the left hand and just start to press on the elbow here. This might be enough. If you want to try, you can take the left hand back and try to find the fingers behind the back, like this. And then look up. And again, nice deep shoulder opening, opening the chest and the heart. So if you're not catching the fingers behind the back, then you can always just press on the elbow and breathe here. You're still getting a nice opening through that right shoulder. And a couple more breaths. And then release. And we'll just rock our weight forward and step back. And we'll take the vinyasa. Exhale to lower. Inhale, lift, upward dog. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. And then walk or hop the feet through. Now the other side. You'll notice that does something quite interesting to the hips. Might not feel like you're doing very much, but it definitely is getting into an area. Again, you might have to kind of tuck your top calf up towards you, holding both feet, sitting up tall. Inhale. And then exhale, folding forward here. Try to just release the legs and the hips. You can pull the feet in beside you. Relax the neck. And while you're folding forward, try and pull the shoulders back, down the back, away from the ears, so that you're getting a nice stretch through the neck muscles also. When you pull the shoulders down, it really helps to lengthen and release the muscles of the neck. We hold so much tension in our shoulders, our upper back. And then inhale to come up. And still staying in this position, lift the left elbow up. Wrap the right elbow underneath. And try and press the palms together or the fingers together. So it looks a bit like this. The elbows are coming forward. And then the fingers are lifting up. And if it feels comfortable, you can lift the heart and look up. If not, you can just leave the head neutral. And breathe here. 3, 4, 5. And then relax. And then lift the left arm up. And drop the hand down the back behind the head. You can bring the right hand to the elbow and just start to press on the elbow here to take the hand down the back a little bit more. The head can either stay neutral, can look down, and if you want, you can reach your right hand back and see if you can clasp the fingers behind the back, and then maybe you can look up, or if not, you can look down, or keep the head neutral. Whichever position you want to explore, just try and keep your head there. They all kind of get into different areas, so it's not that one is right and one is wrong. They do different things. And so depending on what results you want or what area you want to get into, changing the position of the head might help you do that. So release, bring the hands forward, step or hop the feet back, and exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then inhale, walk or hop the feet through. Let's come into a Tiriyang Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana position. So we're gonna fold our front foot and place the top of the foot on the floor. So this is getting some nice internal rotation to counter all that external rotation we just did. Let's just bring the hands forward on either side of the left leg. If you feel like you can take the left leg and come forward, that's fine. If you need to push through your left hand a bit more, to create more downward action through that right leg or that right sit bone, that's also okay. Just breathe, take a few breaths here. Inhale to come up, and then we're gonna lift our left knee up. Sit up nice and tall. The right leg is still in this inverted position or inverse position with the top of the foot on the floor. And then you can lift your left leg up and start to draw it in towards you. You can hold behind the calf or the ankle. And if it's too much, then you can just sit here with the knee bent. But if you feel comfortable drawing the leg in towards you, you can even reach for the heel. This nice deep breath here, just getting a really deep stretch, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Good. And then we're going to cross this left ankle and place it on top of our right thigh. Okay. So it's like this. And if that's not comfortable, you can just place it on the floor so that the inside of the sole is against your leg. And then we're gonna twist. If the foot's on the floor, you can really like open and twist and lift this left sit or the right sit bone to get into that hip. And if it's on the leg prevents the hip from lifting so much. It's a little deeper twist. You can reach for the foot, and then either the right hand can come to the knee, or you could tuck the fingers towards you so you're coming into a Bharadvajasana position in the intermediate series. Good. So once we finish that twist, we'll come forward again, just hugging the knee in, sitting up tall still. Hopefully your right leg is okay. Let's open out to the side. We'll come into a Parigasana position. To start with, we're just gonna walk forward here with our hands. Just go to wherever you can go. Keep the left foot flexed. It's out to the side now. Maybe you can come to the elbows. Nice deep breaths. Getting this forward stretch. Coming basically between the two legs. So it's forward, but not exactly forward. And then we're gonna open out to the side. Let's see if we can take that foot or Parigasana, or you can just sit up and then stretch, reaching overhead. And maybe you can reach the foot, maybe not. But again, it's a nice, beautiful side stretch through the whole right hip area and the side of the body. Good. Inhale to come up. And then we'll just nicely unwrap the legs, stretch them out in front. Take a little bit of a forward fold here just to release everything, making the legs nice and strong. And then we'll take a vinyasa, crossing the legs, lifting up, stepping or hopping the feet back. Exhale to lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale to the downward facing dog. And then inhale, walk or hop the feet through. This time the left leg comes back in the Tireng Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana position. So the top of the left foot is beside the right sit bone on the side. You can see the whole foot. You're extending the right leg forward and then walking forward out over that leg. And again, you can use your right hand to press to try and get that left sit bone down more. And depending on what's going on in your body, you might just want to keep the hands on either side of the leg. Just gives you a bit more support and control. You can breathe. Just kind of slowly make your way into whatever position you want to be in. You can also kind of explore a bit more what areas of the body need to release in this position and what areas of the body need to be active. And then inhale to come up. We'll just lift this right knee up, and we're just sitting up, and I just like to hold my knee here and kind of squeeze it into my chest. And this might be a place to stop if you'd like to extend the leg and work on stretching through the hamstrings in this very different yet similar asana. Pranayama, a position again from intermediate series. You can do that. Again, sometimes the leg will be out here, and this is lovely, this is nice. Keep trying to lift the chest, and then you're trying to pull the leg in towards you rather than round the back and bring the head into the leg. Try and keep lifting out of your hips, lifting out of your sit bones, and even this leg, you can kind of pull it up to bring it in a little. Good, and then crossing the right foot on top of the left thigh. If you're coming into the Bharadvajasana position, you're reaching for your toes and then tucking the fingers underneath, or just reaching for the knee, twisting, a couple different options. And if the foot is on the floor, just place it by the thigh. And again, you can lift the left sit bone here to twist, and it gets into the very different area, but a very nice area. It's quite a lovely feeling if you want to explore that movement today. Good, and then come back forward and hug the knee into the chest again, just sitting up nice and tall. Our left leg hasn't moved. And then we'll just stretch the right leg out to the side and walk forward and breathe here. Nice deep opening through the inner leg line. We didn't do so much stuff today there, so I think you'll feel a nice opening through the adductors and the inside of your right leg. Deep breathing, try to keep releasing and relaxing. And then you can just roll the chest open to the side and reach your left hand up and over and come into Padangusana. Or you can enter it by sitting back up and then just walking your right hand out and stretching the left arm up and over. Nice deep breaths. Good. And then inhale to come all the way up and just bring the leg in. Unravel that left leg. And again, we'll just take a forward bend here, relaxing and releasing into Paschimottanasana. Stretching both legs. And then crossing the legs, lift up. We'll take Vinyasa, step or hop the feet back. Exhale down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. And then walk or hop the feet through, come to seated. Good. We'll take a Baddha Konasana position. A couple different things you can do here. It's your choice. You can either bring the heels in towards the pubic bone and take a very sort of traditional Ashtanga Baddha Konasana, reaching forward with a nice flat back. Or if you'd like to explore the diamond position, it's a little bit more restorative. Bringing the head in towards the feet. Either one of those you can do. One's a little bit more intense on the hips. The one where the heels are pulled in, you get a bit more of an adductor stretch. The other one is a bit more of a lower back glute stretch. So picking one of those two positions, just breathing there. You can always come to your elbows. You don't have to hold your feet. You can always reach out with the arms and just see what that feels like in your Baddha Konasana position. So whether the feet are in or out, you can just walk your little fingers forward and then find a spot where you're feeling some interesting sensations through the legs and the hips. Maybe it's kind of somewhere in between that needs to open today. Sometimes it's not in close or out far. Sometimes it's interesting to explore the space in between the two extremes. And then just coming up. And from here, we'll just take whatever is a comfortable seated position. So you can take Sukhasana or Swastikasana. Swastikasana is tucking your toes in between your calf and your thigh, behind the knees. Sukhasana, just easy position. Padmasana if you'd like, whatever feels comfortable for you. We'll sit up nice and tall. We're going to practice a pranayama from the Hatha Pradipika called Ujjayi Pranayama. In this one, we're going to inhale through both nostrils. We're going to exhale through the left nostril. It doesn't alternate. It's not an alternating nostril pranayama. The pattern is always exhaling through both. Inhaling through both. Exhaling through the left. Inhaling through both. Exhaling through the left. So you're always exhaling out your left nostril. You can take your right thumb and press it on the pad of the right nostril, just below the nose bone. We'll put a little pressure on that bone on the outside. Use the Ujjayi sound that's named after that sound. So where you slightly constrict the glottis, and that ocean breath, or the Darth Vader breath, for those that like the dark side, that we use in our Ashtanga yoga practice. We're going to use that same quality of breath here in this pranayama practice. Let's make our exhalation twice the length of our inhalation. So we're going to try to extend and double the length of that exhalation. We'll practice 10 rounds today. So sitting nice and tall, feeling the sit bones root through the floor. Try to draw in the lower belly. And then as you're inhaling, you're gathering up the root, the mula bandha. So wherever you are, exhale through both nostrils. And then inhale through both nostrils. Close the right nostril, exhale left. Inhale through both. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale through both. Exhale left. Inhale both. Close the right, exhale left. Inhale both. Close, 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 exhale left. Inhale both. Exhale left. And then just return to breathing, inhaling and exhaling through both nostrils. Just observing any subtle changes in your mind, in your body, in the feeling of breathing, in your energy. Observing these little subtle shifts. Maybe there's a sense of more openness or ease or less tension. We'll just close by chanting Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti together. Inhale. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I highly recommend you lie down and take rest and relax here for a few minutes. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you feel like your hips got some new openings and discovered some new things. Be sure to take a rest and relaxation, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Namaste.